Oops.
So you're finally back. Does that mean... Good. My people will definitely be relieved. And, well,
So do you allow
I hope
yourself
Brianna will be
like
at peace
any
now.
excitement at all? Like how do you what's like your process like with
Here.
just romance in general? Like
Talking, and then like maybe occasionally
considering
like finding a
considering
free moment, and then with that free
con-
moment being like, let's capture this moment now, and then
well,
that's
I
it.
mean, you've mentioned several times that like you don't want to get ahead of yourself. Like how do you keep it
Oh, just shove it
absolutely
down.
genuine?
I just shove it down and pretend it doesn't exist. That's my process, the man process, the tried and true. And then I cry about once a week, and then I'm good for another month.
You don't need to sound so apologetic. Thank you. I'll remember this kindness.
I'm still loading.
Oh yeah, I just finished like 6 missions over here. Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much it. I mean, I don't say like I said. I used to just be like, oh, it's impossible. This will never, like, nothing will ever come. But like, just because I was like, I can't do this again. But now I've like kind of been hashing out
Hey, Mayfly. I've got a
ways,
job for
and
you.
it's like it'll
You
be
interested?
okay. Oh. It'll be okay. It's just I need to take that first step of like being out of here because it's not fair to anybody, myself included, that I'm like stuck, you know. And then they have to
Well,
like wait
a
up for
customer
me,
from
and
Claire recommended you.
I don't like that.
How about it? Are you interested in
Yeah.
Thank
Just
you.
I want to have the freedom of being like, oh hey, you know, like, I mean, even like having my kids, it'll still be like a, you know, even, it'll be like, oh, not this week kind of a deal, instead of like, oh, I don't know when it'll happen, you know.
Yeah.
I've talked to everybody, so I'm ready to move on whenever you are.
Oh shit. Okay, my next thing is purify the Nova deviation at the territory terminal.
No, wrong one.
What?
Oh, no, you gotta go back to your base for that. So yeah, you didn't do that. Whoopsie. Did you just spend an hour loading it? Now you gotta go back. No, you have to go back and do that. I see what you're doing. You have to go interact with your little territory terminal thing, you know, the your little, you know, the thing that you put down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing.
So what are topics that you could spend an hour talking about, or like you could give a whole TED talk about?
Oh, I have a lot. I like to talk about like the subject of like deities for hours. You know, I could talk about. Um, I feel like I could give a pretty mean lecture on respect for like human beings and humanitarianism and shit like that. I could give lectures on why video games are like beneficial to society. I could give like talks on music, but like my music talks would mostly be like, it just hits you in the soul. Ooh, it's so good. That would be my, that's all my things would be like, hey, have you heard this? Ooh, the way they do it. Like when I'm the worst person to recommend songs and listen to that song with. Like if you're ever in a car with me and I'm like, hey, let's listen to the song. I'll fucking stop the song from playing. But this right here, what they just did, insane. This note this guy's about to hit, fucking crazy. But then I don't want you to talk during the song. I'm so fucking awful.
Yeah.
I have to just be quiet and sing along, or else I'll do that shit. I get very analytical with it. I think that's something that happened once I started playing music. I started appreciating it on a different level. That sounds so fucking like, what is it, like, that sounds so fucking, like, cringe, but, like, it is what it is. Like, I don't know, I started looking at music a lot differently when I started playing music. I was like, wow, some shit that people do is actually, like, insane.
Yeah. I mean, you have a totally different appreciation for it.
I really used to be this bad. I used to listen to with my friend that I used to play music with. And I hated that fucking band so much. It was called Circus Survive. And it was because like they have an album called Blue Sky Noise, and I heard it, and the dude sings really high. It's like he's kind of like a Pierce the Veil singer. Like actually, he's the original singer of Seosin. You know Seosin?
Okay, listen. I feel attacked. I love Pierce the Veil.
Yeah, no. Pierce the Veil is like my limit for like high pitched male singers. That's like too high. But you remember?
I think you like their newest album. I'm just gonna leave that be.
I think I've heard some songs on TikTok from their newer stuff, and it's not as bad as the shit that my ex used to listen to.
It's not bad.
It is so. I mean,
You're breaking my heart. You're breaking my heart.
It's not bad. It's just wild that every girl liked it. Like, they probably thought that dude was like resonating with them. Anyway, did you ever hear Seosin back in like high school?
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
I did.
So the original singer for Seosin, he sings for Circus Survive now, and I think he actually came back for their last album to do like a guest song, yeah. So he does a band called Circus Survive, and they have an album called Blue Sky Noise, which is a really good album, a really good mainstream album for sure. Like it would hit. It's one you would hear on the radio for sure, but I remember when I first heard it, this dude played it in my car, and I was like, this is disgusting. And then, like, after I played for a few months with him, and we started playing, because he was the person who really challenged me as a musician, because he played really complex stuff. And so he was trying to whip me into shape being a more complex musician. And I remember I went back and listened to it after we stopped playing together, and I was like, God damn, this music is so complex. People just don't get it. And that was me. I was people that didn't get it, but now I do. They're one of the greatest bands I've heard just because they're so complex. But like, and they have so much going on at once, and that's what I didn't like. I was like, this is just a bunch of noise. I literally said that like a fucking grandpa.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesse, this is a bunch of noise, and he was like, no man, you gotta listen to it. And then eventually I was able to pick it apart, and I was like, oh no, this shit's good. And now I just like it, like just hearing it. So
yeah.
Yeah, that mission right there. Oh, you're already fucking... Are you already in Deadsville, you son of a bitch?
Whoa.
I was waiting on you here.
I'm sorry. My game loaded so fast. It's crazy.
Because that's true, you do need a head start.
Yeah.
You give you a head start, my bad. Alright, you can nudge your special deviations. Go take a look.
Dude, I love my new outfit, for real.
She's just bouncing around.
Yeah.
Alright, buddy. Oh my god, we gotta go to Dayton Hospital. Blech. Hate that place.
I don't like that place.
I know, it sucks. Alright, we gotta transport to the
So,
Monolith of Greed.
Monolith of Greed?
Yeah, and then we're gonna have to jump off that cliff.
Oh, I'm gonna get there before you.
No, you're not. That's crazy. That's crazy to
I'm
think.
manifesting it. Manifesting it.
What else? Oh, I think I'm also very big on, like, this is gonna sound cringe, and of course you would because you're a man. But I also like talking about like sexual intimacy a lot because I think it's something that gets a bad rap because people are dishonest about it. But when people are honest about it, like even when it's all the intention is just sex, I think it can be positive as long as it's very clearly discussed. You know, I think that's the problem that we have in society, and that's why sex is so taboo because for so many centuries men have lied just to get it. You know. And
So
go ahead.
I want to hear like your whole spiel. I bought tickets. I'm in the auditorium.
About sex?
You're on stage. Yeah. About,
Okay. I just think I don't know. I think in my life especially, and I'm like a 5 on a 6 on a good day. I'll give myself that. I'm a 6 on a good day. I think in my life, it's not as hard to not be an incel as people think. I think the problem is, first of all, treating women like they're more than just receptacles for a dick. And then the second thing is, like, be honest about your intentions. Because even if you get, like, you know, even if you don't get the reaction you want with, like, one woman, there is somebody out there who's looking for the same thing you're looking for, you know? And like, I've had situations where, like, I've been like, hey, I'm kind of like getting like hookup vibes, not like this, because that is definitely not the way to say it. But I'd be like, hey, like, are you like, what do you want from this? And then they say, and I'm like, okay, well, I was kind of like, this sounds so sleazy now. Hold on, I haven't workshopped it because I haven't been like this in a while. But like, you know, I've been like, oh, you know, like, I don't know, just like being like, yeah, I'm not really open to a lot right now, but you know, if you're wanting to like occasionally hook up, and they're like, no, that's not. They won't be like offended. They'll just be like, no, you know, that's not what I'm into, and then we'll be chill. We'll just part ways like that. No hard feelings, you know. I just think a lot of men do the whole, hey baby, I'll love you forever if you just give me that puss, and I think that always ends badly.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think men need to hear that instead of this fucking incel man shit where it's like, she doesn't want you because she's scared of how alpha you are. Force her to understand your alpha-tude. Like, that shit makes me want to actually, like, commit mass man genocide. Mass menocide, if you will.
There you go. So, have you been afforded that before? Like that? Because it sounds like just mutual respect and honesty. Like, have you had a situation where you've been afforded that and they've just been upfront and honest about their intentions?
Like, hookups? Yeah. My last ones of benefits was like that. Like, it was literally like we met. It's kind of crazy because this is the closest I've never slept with a random person, but this is the closest I've ever come. We met. She had said a few things to me, and I've gotten like I'm really bad at knowing if people are flirting with me, but I'd gotten the vibe that she was like flirting, and so I was like, oh, I think I made a joke about like her getting me pregnant or something, and I don't remember the context of the joke because it was stupid. I mean, I just say stupid shit, but I had said something like that, and she had said something that was like, it made me think like, oh, she's trying to fuck. And so I asked her, I was like, hey, are you single? And she was like, yeah. I was like, well, are you like trying to fuck me? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, sure, can I get your number? And like that was it. That was like, I mean, it was that simple. It wasn't like there had to be any like niceties or anything. I mean, we did get to know each other, but you know, it wasn't like, what the I keep hearing a phone ring and it's bothering me in this.
It's up on the roof. I just found
Oh,
it.
on the roof. Okay, I need to find that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one panned out. I mean, it was a good time for the short time it was. Do I need to go back down to the other? Oh, no. Is that the... But I think now that I've had that experience, I don't really want that. I do prefer, like, some type of intimacy. Like, that is the exciting part to me. It's not just the physical part. However, I will say that girl was a freak. So that was nice. But but that's not what I wanted. That wasn't my end goal. My end goal was just to have, like, I don't know. My end goal at the end of my life is just to have, like, just good memories to look back on. And I think achieving that through human intimacy is, like, the only way that you can really establish those connections that feel real. And that's not just sex, you know?
Mhm.
Sex is included, though, 'cause I love it, but, like, that's not the end-all, be-all.
Yeah.
I guess you forgot about the car.
You know what?
I mean, if you don't want to, you don't have to ride.
No. I love being passenger princess.
I get it. It's not a 2015 so and so.
That's not a 10 years ago brand new car.
Yeah. I think that number just came into my
Oh.
head because Joanna got a 2019 van, so I was thinking in the 2010s.
So how do you separate or stop yourself from developing feelings?
I don't.
When you're in a situation.
I'm a human
like
being.
that?
There's no stopping it. There's nothing you can do.
This should be the refinery pollution point.
I just shove it down. That's my thing. I just shove it down. I mean, I always ask the person, like, to be honest with me, and I'll be honest with them. And if they do start, we need to talk about it. And normally it is the case that the partner, like, develops feelings first, and then we have to, like, have a discussion about it. And then, in the last situation, it was that was when it was me and Giovanna being open. Like, that was the context. So I was like, I literally cannot be in a relationship with you. So that's how that went. But in other instances, it has been a discussion of, like, can we do this or not, you know? And I think I
Big
take.
boy over here.
What are we looking for? Drop supplies. I think now my take is just, like, if it gets to that point where we both have feelings, I don't think that's the end of, like, a friends benefits relationship. I think it just depends on what you two are willing to, you know, like, if you two are willing to, like, just deal with that, you know?
Yeah.
What the fuck? For me personally, the next thing would just be like a conversation of, like, hey, like, what do you look for in a relationship with, like, me or whatever, you know? And then if it felt like something I feel like I couldn't guarantee, which I don't know what that would be, but just depending on what the person, you know, said. Did you just heal yourself?
Yeah, I have 20 of them.
Yeah, but you're
Got
about
the
to run out.
supplies. Now let's go to Greywater.
Hey, before we go to Greywater, let's find all this shit here.
Get our reward.
That gives us cipher points.
What'd you say? What?
Let's clear out all the things here.
For some reason, my sanity is. God damn it.
Always low.
It is. I don't understand.
I don't either. I thought, oh, I guess I have to hold it. I thought it was a pro. What the? Hold on. Dude. Are you moving?
No.
Move out a little bit. Like, move closer to me. Okay, let me see if I can pick you up now. Okay, yeah. Something about being against that wall. Dude, your sanity is all the way down. Dude, there's gotta be something fucking you up.
And I don't know what.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, I have no red things beside my health, but, like, I can't take one of my shots because it's like my sanity's bad and it's not gonna do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild. spider. Oh, did you shoot the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, some mirror. Oh, she's coming out. She's coming out. You gotta get her cheeks over here. There you go. Nice.
Oh, I leveled up. With 0 health.
I think the only thing that sucks about like the potential of like catching feelings and stuff is that like sometimes it is the end, and that does suck.
Yeah.
Like, it always sucks when a good thing like goes, but I still think it's like better to fix that so it doesn't become a bigger problem. Like, I know I don't want to hurt anybody, so it's like the least you can do with that kind of a situation.
Are you?
I'm over here. Just looking for some of the crates or something. I might pull up the fucking guide. I hate spending 8 years in these places. It wouldn't be so bad if things didn't respond, but they always respond.
Yeah.
Let me, I'm gonna hide out here real quick. I'm gonna look up the guide for this area. Oh, there's a weapon crate, actually. Hold on. Or a gear crate. What's this place? Very. What's the inside right? Oh, shit. They follow me. Okay. Oh, here's a weapon crate, damn. Something you like talking about.
Oh man. First, how I'm anti-MLM, my journey to getting there.
Oh yeah, is
How
that
I
the?
think it's
Is that
incredibly
the, yeah,
predatory.
Yeah. Did you get swindled by one of these or something once?
I've had several interactions, and one of them I genuinely didn't know that it was an MLM, because I had never heard of it before. And normally it's like Mary Kay, it works. Like
Cincy.
normally you know. Yeah. This one was brand new, and it was from someone that I trusted and had a relationship with, like a professional relationship with. And like we bartered services, and like she would, for like massages and hair care and stuff. And I genuinely trusted her, and like yeah,
Yeah, top here.
I kind of became like a little bit of a detective, if you will.
Uh-huh.
She was like talking to me about it, like filling me in and everything.
Filling
And
you
I was
in? I
like,
thought
really
you were
excited.
gonna buy your services. Anyway,
And she had like, you know, like her skin had completely changed. And I was like really excited for her. She was doing really well, like selling a lot of it. Well, then she starts wanting me to sell it with her. And I was like, I'm not a salesman. Like, love you, mean it. That's not my thing. And I just kind of started asking more questions, and I started kind of making her think that I was going to say yes. And then it slowly, I was like, okay, I need you to be realistic with me. We've known each other for how long? Like, what monthly expenses am I looking at? And it was like this amount for the website, this amount of product you have to order, this amount of samples you have to order, this amount of time you have to put in. And I was like, so this is not, oh, you pay $1,000 to get your business started and you start making money. Like this is straight up an MLM. And I had to actually dig a good bit to figure out that it was one, because it was like not discovered quite yet.
it's like new.
Yeah. And so yeah, that was my but I've had several interactions with them, but I just think they're incredibly predatory. Specifically Herbalife, one of the worst. If you ever see like a Boaz Nutrition or Crossfield Nutrition, Albertville Nutrition, it's an undercover Herbalife place.
Really? I didn't know that.
They are the worst ones because they will have like one of your things, like instead of getting people under you, it's like to open a storefront, but you can't advertise that you sell Herbalife products.
So they just
So people
buy
get
it for
into
their like products they sell.
Yeah, and like the pyramid is that you want people underneath you to open their own storefronts, but like how many Boaz Nutritions can you have in one area?
Yeah. Yeah, I
And
mean
they
that's
really
crazy.
prey on like the immigrant population,
Right, because
like
they don't. Yeah,
heavily.
because they're not educated on the climate.
Let's see, I could talk about medians.
Medians, like the
Two?
like road
I don't
medians.
remember.
That would,
Yes,
that's
yes,
so funny.
Christian.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay. You might need to
Why
go.
are you laughing?
Because that's okay. Look, I think I know where you're going, and I hope this is your only point. The way people pull, like the way people turn incorrectly at medians. Is that what you're gonna talk about?
I can't take this much longer.
Yes.
Is that the
Because-
only thing about medians that you have to talk about? I'm only
No.
asking. Okay, then
No.
you might need to go get like an autism test done. That's such an autistic topic.
I need you.
It's like
I need you to lock in.
It's like me being like, I could tell you the history of every train ever invented and the tracks that they were built upon.
Christian,
Medians.
I'm gonna respectfully grab your face. I need you to lock in with me, okay?
I mean, I agree. I know that people turn incorrectly at medians, and it frustrates the fuck out of me because I'm like, the other system works so much better. You can see, like, but
Yeah,
what's the other? What's the other median thing?
Okay. During my time in Birmingham,
Hey,
Which
work
is-
saving age
I
30s, gotta
noticed
say.
something
But thank God
that
you're here.
on
Well,
Highway
you made
280,
something
there are a
here.
lot of like little
Usually it's a
fender
spider,
benders
but
where
I don't
people
know
are
what it
just
wants,
going too
but now people
fast.
have
They're
begun-
too close to the car in front of them. Like 431,
We
people
sure
are
could.
fucking
I
dying,
suggest you start
okay?
by-
And it's that I have my own theory, but a lot of the time,
The medians, they get up
Birmingham-
at night and they start killing people.
so my theory, one of the best ways to prevent wildfires, is like, you know, there's medians in Birmingham, yes, but number one, they go one way. There's no, like, another car cannot pull in that same median with you. You have that one median to yourself, and it goes directly into this one parking lot, or you can make a U-turn. Second point, they have U-turn red lights where maybe you don't have a median for a mile and a half, But there's a U-turn red light right up ahead where you just wait in line and you can make a big ass U-turn. And then you don't have to worry about anything. The whole road is clear for you to make that U-turn and you're fine. It also really bothers me when people try to like say that you're pulling out of fucking I don't know. Where's Walmart. There's a median in front of Walmart if you pull out of the opposite side of the parking lot.
Mhm.
So let's say that you're like, you know what? I want to be an asshole and I'm gonna pull straight across into this median. When what
How's it going, Badra?
you could just turn right and then get in the left lane and then turn into a median, a couple yards ahead. It's not hard and it's so easy and you're not cutting across 431 like an asshole while someone that's already on 431 is trying to get into the median because they have the right of way. You're not on 431 yet, my dude. You know what I'm saying? Let the people that are driving on 431 do their thing. But like the turning incorrectly is like it's so frustrating because it's like you have no idea how dangerous like your one little decision is, and I can't understand what they think. Oh, if I pull closest to my side and then I have a car that's blocking my vision, this is the perfect thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, like please say that you agree.
No. Oh, sorry. No, I thought you were continuing. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I do agree that medians are like improperly done for sure.
Let's see. What other really cool topic?
Cool.
OCD.
Yeah,
I could
heard your OCD spiels.
I could religion. There's so much more I feel like that I have.
Dude, this
Weird.
game has actual banger music. Whoa, I think your flamethrowers might be working.
Shut up.
I just saw fire damage.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm serious. I just saw something
I'm
take fire
gonna
damage.
teleport home right now.
Do you have like another trap on the ground? Like it looks like a little spinny thing?
Yeah.
What is that? That might have been what did it.
It's some kind of additional flamethrower or something.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's like that's working. That one is working. I don't know about your other flamethrowers. Hold on, I'm gonna try to lure them here. Yeah, I thought it was your flamethrowers, but it was that other one you put down. Yeah, no, flamethrower's still not working. Oh fuck. I went down to test them.
Appreciate that.
Oh my god, get those meat flaps out of my face.
I'm sorry.
For I act dumb.
It really was. It really was right in front of you.
That's how I like it. I think we both talked about this. When I first got into religion, I was so militant about it. Like, I wanted everybody to stop believing. And then, like, now I'm just kind of like, when the conversation comes up, I will talk about how sad it is. Honestly, I used to think it was pathetic, but, like, I think it's pathetic. The thing that I think is pathetic is that this manipulation comes from such an early age, you know? And it's so sad that it's literally like this. And you know, the thing is, I don't think that people that are like distributing this disease like know what they're doing, you know? It's just it is literally they're just so far gone in it because that's how it's designed, you know? It is so fucked up. And it makes me wonder though, like, did the people who originally distributed this, did they know? You know, because I do believe biblically, and this is kind of crazy for me to say, I do believe biblically, like from the history of the history of like of like the way the church started, I do think originally it had, you know, good intentions. I think before it was like a big organization, it was probably a good way for people to meet and discuss this belief that they had, which was incorrect, but so was every other belief at the time, you know? It's just their best way of explaining things. And
Well, yeah, and like it's yeah, yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
It's not. It's not. I don't. I've gone. What you describe is like that initial like rebellion where you want everyone to rally with you
Mhm.
and to see what you've seen and your anger.
Right.
Like I had a lot of anger.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Um,
well, the anger comes from missing so many years of your life making decisions. Especially for me, like I was making decisions based on what I thought eternity would be. Like that was straight up what I was doing.
well, and it's also it's like it's dictated so much of your mindset. Like, and you almost it's really scary even to this day because I'm like there's so much of your foundation as a person that's built on this structure that you've been taught and you've been told never to question, and now you have questions and there's not an answer for them, and you know that
Hmm.
there's cracks in the foundation
Right.
and you're
Yeah.
like, you know, and like and I hate that I have a literal fear of like I struggle so bad with like, am I doing wrong by my daughter? Like, am I, you know, which that's a lot of like rumination that happens, um, especially if you do have OCD. Like, you'll sit there and think like the worst possible situation. Um, but I don't know. I just I've told you this before. Like, I do envy people that can just have blind faith and you can just but there it's something, and I've never understood it, but there's just something has always felt off to me, and I guess it was just being like Baptist and like seeing these people that have way more than they ever need, and they think that just going and sitting in a pew on a Sunday fixes everything.
Hmm.
And I've never felt okay that there's like children that are abused, people that are homeless. um like
People
it's just
getting
never sat right with
assaulted.
me.
Yeah, like
Yeah, like
cancer
how are
patients,
we,
like shit,
yeah,
like
like how are we sitting here and pretending like we're fine? Like we're,
yeah, like
what do
yeah,
you mean we're not fine? No, like,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I would hear certain stories that would make me think like I would vibe with this Jesus dude. Like he walked up to the temple or whatever and fucking flipped the tables over because they were tax collectors or some shit. Like, okay, I vibe with that. But then it's like, oh, but then he flooded the entire earth.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you know, like I just
yeah.
there's just so much, and I didn't like the silence that came from there was one girl in particular in my Sunday school class, and she always had questions, and she was always like just made to shut up. And just you could tell the teacher was annoyed every time that she talked, and it was like, but her questions are valid, and
Right.
like there should be more than just a, "Well, that's just what the Bible says," or you know, like that's just
It's a cop out. No, it's 100% a cop out. I hated that shit always. And then like I always hated the whole, I don't know what was it called, where people would be like, you'll understand one day, you know, God will lay it on your heart. Like, okay, no, that's a cop out too. It's goofy as shit. Like, it's just an excuse for not understanding. I hate it.
and like I've told you, I let Haven choose. Um, and I'll
Oh, fuck.
Holy shit.
Well, coming up, coming up, coming up.
There's a big old boy.
Nutcrackers and some green light. Coming up. Oh fuck, that dude is big. I've never seen that motherfucker. Holy shit. I don't know where to hit him at. It seems like the chest.
I'm hitting him on the boil on his back.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good spot. I've never seen that motherfucker before. He's terrifying looking.
Oh, behind you, behind you. Oh, wait, no, that's your ninja.
Yeah.
Or samurai, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, he a ninja. Cool, that worked. Come over here, you should be able to. Oh shit. Or said you just casually walking out of my house. Should be able to come and get this too, I think. See this on the ground?
Mm-hmm.
Did I let you get it?
Yeah, thanks.
It's my dainty
You
little
have a whole
fridge.
ass kitchen.
Oh, it's pretty nice. With a bar.
Wow.
Oh, this is the thing. Oh no, you already did that. You already did that, or else we would have been able to progress to the next thing. Obtain an epic blueprint from the long-awaited blueprint or the wish machine. Oh. Alright. Well, you want to do another mission, or are you calling it for the night? It is 2:20.
It's 2:37.
Oh, wait, yeah, it was 2:20 when I checked it. Whoops. Trying to make it sound earlier so that you can stay on longer. No, I'm actually okay with either if you need to go to bed. You do need to go to bed.
What'd you say earlier?
About...
Whenever I was on Elden Ring and you were like, they were asking like what you were up to.
Oh, I was just saying if some I think I said like precious little lady wants to get on achievement or something. I said something like that, something akin to that.
Okay.
And then you proceed to play another game. So I was like, okay, you know what? I know where I stand.
No. I feel like I bother you with this.
You don't
fucking
bother
game.
me.
I just-
It bothers me
I
when you
love
don't.
it.
Oh, it's fine. I like the game too. I would like to finish the main story, and then us be able to go into the next game, like the next server, just doing
Yeah.
like the in-game stuff. That would be really fun. Because that's how the game's supposed to be played. Is like, so if you go to your escape, and then it's like you see that where it says Manibus Phase 3.
Yeah.
You're supposed to, like, when it's on phase 1, that's when you're supposed to do like all the main story stuff, and then like, you know, get your levels, and then like there's like a story every season that we go through. So like of Mist and Mirage, the sky was shrouded in gloom as though the sun had been obscured by a hand of a giant. Among the clouds, the silhouette of tentacles emerged. That's the beginning of the story, right? And then the next one comes out, and then like the world changes as these phases go on. So that's what you do. These phases are what you experience after you beat the main story. Does that make sense?
I just love this game. I just love this game.
Cool. Then you get unique. That's, like I said, that's the end game. That's what we have to do after we do the main story stuff. I mean, we could technically do it now, but I think it's better to do it after, because the main story has unique collectibles and stuff that you can get from it. And that's what I'm here. I'm here to collect stuff that I can build and customize my character with. That's my goal. I want to have all the cool collectibles, and then. All right. But I'm assuming we are getting off. Yes.
I mean, I probably shouldn't. You know.
You literally just said you were like falling asleep at your desk at work. That's awful.
I mean, to be fair, it hasn't happened in a few days, but it's scary because I don't realize that it's happening.
Mhm.
And then it's like someone will say something or a noise will
And you'll like
happen.
jolt yourself awake.
Yes.
Dude, I do that
Yes. I'm
too.
like, holy shit, I didn't even know that I was not present.
Yeah, you know the most fucked up part is I do that when I'm driving sometimes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what
That yeah.
that sucks. That's what I don't like. So that's why I've started drinking coffee again. If I'm gonna go on like a car ride or something, I'll just drink a bunch of coffee. Because I can't risk falling asleep and fucking dying behind the wheel. That would suck.
Oh yeah. I gotta learn the rest of that song. I have to play keyboard. You're gonna hold me to this, okay?
Gonna hold you. I mean,
Yes. Yes. You're gonna hold me and hold me to this
just too
at the same time.
hold you to
You
my.
you know what? You can hold me and then whisper in my ear, buy a motherfucking keyboard right now. And then there you go.
Yeah, you dirty
I just-
stud. You're gonna get that keyboard, aren't you?
I just know I would have like that would be such a fun hobby that I would love to
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, it'd be great.
And I do have I am gonna stop streaming for this. So I told you that Haven got diagnosed with major depressive disorder, right?
Yeah.